Tokyo and Tulsa. We're here in the knockout bracket, the knockout stage. We're actually going to be streaming. Let's see. This is
Team Fun Buns and Team Trash Cans.
Trash Can. No, yeah, you're right. Team Fun Buns on the blue side, Trash Cans on the red side. Neither of these two teams got any screen time yesterday, so. Oh, hello, Laser
Sadly,
Tech.
we had someone put up a straw poll that we didn't really intend to be put up because we decided on this beforehand. So sorry for that confusion. We're gonna apologize if you wanted to see the implications, but you'll get to see them later probably. They're done pretty good in the tournament.
Yep. But for now, we'll go ahead and get into the game between Team Fun Buns and the Trash Cans. The bands away from Team Fun Buns against the Trash Cans are going to be Ivern and Ash to start out with. The Trash Cans respond with Jinx and Zack.
And these two teams, just like every other team yesterday, have played already. In the last game that they played yesterday, Team Fun Buns absolutely smashed Team Trash Cans, which makes sense. Trash Cans is a pickup team, and Fun Buns is comprised of people who've known each other, and I think they might have one or two, replacements.
Yeah.
But all together, they've played a lot together.
Yeah. It's interesting to note that Team Fun Buns AD carry, the Beerus, and the jungler on the side of the Trash Cans, Sentai Sage, they actually played on the same OKLCS team this last season in Diamond Cap, united as one. So that's some interesting situation.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see some, I don't want to call it sibling rivalry, but like teammate rivalry here.
Yeah.
Hopefully a lot of Ganks Bottom going on to Beerus from Sentai Sage. That'd be fun to see.
Yeah, but it will be Sejuani is the first pick on the side of the Fun Buns. Responded with like Caitlyn and Braum in general, pretty good bottom lane. You got a strong ADC and a good scaling support.
And Supula did play Sejuani in the game that they played yesterday. He did pretty well. He went 3-1-5. We didn't stream it, but he did okay. I don't know complaints. He rushed a Warmogs, which is pretty interesting. I'm excited to see that.
Oh, he didn't even finish his Cinder Hulk.
Well, I like building health before you finish Cinder Hulk, because I feel like I
think with the change to Cinder Hulk, where
the change. Oh, I forgot about the change.
Where it
it's so good.
It does a lot of damage to jungle creeps. It makes it really powerful for clearing. So definitely something you might want to consider.
Especially on Sejuani. Sejuani has a tough time clearing, even after her rework.
On the other side, though, Fun Buns will pick up Thresh and Rumble in their second rotation. They get the top laner. Sejuani Rumble, such a lethal combination.
Yeah, being able to lock them into the Rumble ult is really deadly. It does a lot of damage, too, and the slows stack on top of each other. They replace each other, actually, now.
Yeah.
To the,
a Tall Guy and Tom McGee actually coming off of their victory in OKLCS in Platinum Capped. Tom McGee had an absolutely massive showing on Thresh during the playoffs, and he's going to get it again today.
Yuna and Titus. I'm going to call them Yuna and Titus because I'm not sure really what the name implies. I don't know if two people share the account or what's going on. But he also played Rumble yesterday, so we see two of the same champions that they played in their last games. The Rumble went 6-1-3. And on Trash Cans, we see Lee Sin and Poppy.
Poppy's interesting.
I think she's going to become more popular now that Fiora has had some nerfs. And
Bramble Vest coming into popularity.
Bramble Vest is going to help her immensely.
Beerus picks up Lucian for himself, so they got that wife steal bottom lane up against Caitlyn and Thresh. And it will be Riven. I guess Riven mid for Tall Guy. That's interesting.
I'm excited to see it. Riven mid is one of those things that you don't get to see often. I mean, we saw Aurelia yesterday, so Riven can't be much worse than that.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
it can't be worse. And actually, they'll pick up Kennen in the mid lane as well on the other side, the Trash Cans. So it's kind of a top lane matchup in the mid lane.
Yeah, having two top laners in each team is going to be weird. But I guess we'll just have to see how it shakes out. How is Beerus on Lucian? Did he perform well?
I didn't see him play it a whole lot during OKLCS. Will tell you Beerus was, I guess you would say, the shining light for United as one in their relatively unsuccessful season. But he did a good job as an ADC, so excited to see him playing a very flashy ADC.
Yeah. Flashy ADCs are always fun to watch, especially Lucian, because there's a lot of animation canceling you can do, a lot of neat tricks there. Hopefully we'll see some of that today.
I think Mr. Kane on Poppy, in my experience, Poppy, after an MR item, Poppy becomes too much for Rumble to handle. You can just aggress onto him if he tries to come out, ignore his Flame Spitter damage, and just barrel into him.
Rumble's Flame Spitter also got changed a few patches ago. It made his early game a lot weaker because he can't really pressure the minion wave as well, and he does less damage overall, I believe.
Yeah. Well, okay. He does more damage in shorter trades because his Flame Spitter, it does more damage, but it's on a much longer cooldown.
Overall, it's I just don't think it's good for his gameplay.
Oh yeah, it's not very good for laning phase.
Anything else? We're going to see double TP coming out from Fun Buns. Again, the client is cut off, so we can't really see.
Yeah, that's been a problem with Spectate Client ever since they did the client update. Looks fairly standard. Flash across the board. There's an
Ignite on the Braum. Smite on Lee Sin, obviously.
Yeah. This is Summoner Heal. Yeah, that's Summoner Heal. You can see the face. This...
It might be Exhaust.
It might be Exhaust, you're right. But we are just sitting here in Spectate Delay, getting ready to see the Fun Buns play up against the Trash Cans. Fun Buns came out ahead in the round robin. We'll see if they can make it happen during this best-of-3 series.
Yeah, Fun Buns got... I think they were seeded... second?
Fun Buns is second seed.
Second?
So if you don't know the tournament format for the knockout stage, we have 6 teams. I gotta be above the desk. 6 teams in Uncapped. The first and second seed got buys. Third will play 6th. Fourth will play 5th. And then the winners of those will go on to play first and second.
Yeah.
In Platinum Capped, there were 7 teams. So team first seed got a bye. And the next 3 teams will play for the remaining 3 semifinal spots.
Yeah, and tomorrow will be the finals, hopefully.
As well as the third place match.
The third place, yeah.
Which will all actually be happening simultaneously. So, unfortunately, only going to be able to stream the finals of Uncapped tomorrow. But, you know, all of those results will be available on Facebook afterwards.
We talked about
potentially getting a post,
it and then casting it later. What are your thoughts on that? Would you like to see that?
We might do that.
Yeah.
We'll see how much time we have. We got OKLCS starting up almost directly after Tokyo and Tulsa, so it's going to be taking up a lot of the casters' time.
Do you have a date for the first game yet?
A date for the first game? No, because we don't know exactly when it's going to be starting.
You need better scheduling.
Yeah, we do.
Have you considered hiring an assistant?
It's not an issue really of scheduling. It's more an issue of seeing like how much we can get done in a given amount of time.
Okay. Well, then why don't you give us like a general time?
In general, Tokyo and Tulsa ends on the 16th tomorrow. We hope to have forms all filled out and getting the first week of OKLCS before August.
All right.
That's the hope.
Now we just gotta wait to load in.
Yeah.
This is always the most stressful part. Cause I have a lot of issues at home because my computer that I was using, while my real computer is dead, was really bad.
Yeah.
So this is the breaking point for a lot of bad systems, is this screen right here.
Yeah. But we will be getting into it. We have a fairly high-end computer in our use for streaming this game.
Oh, it's beautiful. Have you taken a look at it?
I have not, but that's interesting that Poppy has gone for Courage at the Colossus. It used to be very standard on Poppy, and it's still effective on her, but a lot of Poppies have opted for Grasp of the Undying just because it's so easy to proc with your buckler. It's better for lane. Courage of the Colossus got nerfed pretty hard, so it's not as strong in lane itself.
It's still a viable option, and when you're against Rumble, who she's probably going to beat anyways, I think it's okay to opt for Courage if you're going for the late game Summoner or Keystone instead of the early game one. Tom bringing Courage too, pretty standard on Thresh.
Standard on Thresh.
Riven has Thunderlords, Sejuani also with Courage. Wow, I didn't realize they updated her art to look that good.
Yeah, traditional Sejuani looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing is, we haven't seen AP Kennen in a while. And that's primarily because his AP ratios were reduced a little bit. They've been buffed recently.
Yeah, they wanted to stop building attack speed.
They don't. They still. His damage on his ultimate, the Slicing Maelstrom, is still backloaded. It takes a while for it to do damage, so you have to get multiple procs off on people for it to really do a whole lot of damage that you're used to on Kennen, which is one of the big reasons why he's been built more AD-oriented restarts.
Yeah, Kennen starts Door and Blade almost all the time. An issue he's going to have late game with keeping his ult on people, to ramp up that damage, like you were saying, is Riven, Sejuani have a lot of mobility. They're able to get out of it pretty easily. Lucian and Thresh also make it really hard for him to get in there. Lucian just dashes out. Thresh can obviously lock him down, pull him away from the team, to negate the stun and the damage.
Yeah. So, might see some problems. Neither of the teams really have any wave clear. At all.
I guess Rumble gets some later on when his Q ramps back up to being,
I mean,
more useful.
Essentially, the side of Fun Buns, they basically have 2 waves worth of clear with Equalizer and the culling if you want to use your ultimates like that.
In a pinch, there you go.
Yeah.
A lot of flashing of masteries. Always good to see that.
Yeah, looks like the Trash Cans were trying to look for some cheese here. Just sit in this brush, wait for the Fun Buns to invade. But the Fun Buns just fanning themselves out. Sejuani is going to be starting on Red or Raptors?
She's going to be starting Raptors. Raptors, great camp to start in this patch.
It is a good camp to start if your champion can do that. I don't think Sejuani is a champion that can really do that because her W is on too long a cooldown, and yeah, we'll see Super
Lupa starting red.
Move to the red buff.
Well, somebody like Riven can leash the Raptors really well because if she starts Q, her 3 Qs, stun it and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think for Sejuani in particular, it's a lot harder to start Raptors.
Because of the changes to her kit?
Yeah, because her W doesn't really clear it very effectively now.
It used to be really good for it.
Yeah, it used to. Not ever since they reworked her. Which, I mean, the rework was definitely positive for her. It just means she can't do that particular start.
Yeah. So we'll probably see her, her top is pushed. She'll probably just clear back. Sejuani, wants to get her items so she can sustain the jungle a bit better.
Yuna X Titus is doing what Rumble generally does, using that Flame Spitter to just shove in on the tank that really can't do anything back. At this point, Fausel getting jumped on by Tall Guy. Tall Guy doing a good job weaving those autos in between, but he gets stunned up by Fausel. Fausel will return some good damage back.
A lot of damage on that Kennen. I was actually surprised he was able to half health her with just, it looked like he Q'd and then W'd.
Yeah.
Thunderlord's proc dealing a lot of damage there.
Yeah. Thunderlord's is an ability that, or a keystone that synergizes naturally with Kennen, who wants to get that third proc off anyways.
Not only that, it synergizes thematically too. I mean, it's thunder. No, that's his thing.
Technically his thing is lightning.
You're going to get really specific about a really, really dumb thing here.
I mean, because when you see Thunderlords, whenever it's procced, you hear a thunder sound effect.
Yeah, but you also see lightning.
No, I don't think you see lightning.
Yeah, have you looked at the keystone? There's lightning in the background.
No, I don't think that's lightning in the background.
Is it? Is it not? I could be dead.
I know, I'm trolling now.
Now I don't know. You've made me doubt.
Alright, let's see. Toast Incarnate and Mudcrab Merchant. Ooh, good hook from TomTom onto Toast Incarnate. He's getting exhausted. There's the Unbreakable to try and stop him. Beerus jumps for first blood, picked up. 2v2 outplay. Now Beerus aggressing onto Mudcrab Merchant. They're not going to get him. They turn back onto the CS. Get the kill, get out.
Yeah, I was looking away, but that hook was very well placed.
And I think Toast Incarnate just not really respecting it. He walked forward when there was no minion in between him and TomTom.
Oh,
we're gonna get a little bit of a stagger there. There we go.
Is it it's okay? All right.
Yeah, we're good.
That was worrying.
Yeah. I mean, just League Client has been really buggy recently. Super Lupa looking for something in the mid lane.
Sejuani, I don't know if she's gonna be able to do much here. I mean, maybe if the Kennen gets locked down by the Riven first, the knock up into the stun, she might be able to come in, finish that up with a Q and then hit her
Oh, Sentai Sage looking for the gank onto Yuna. X-Titus. Mr. Kane has already slowed up Yuna. He doesn't get the stun into the wall. Sentai Sage lands the Sonic Wave. Resonating Strike. Thunderlords forces the flash away from Yuna. X-Titus.
Flash there, pretty well timed. He waited till Lee Sin Q to flash instead of flashing and then having Lee Sin Q to him.
Yeah.
He also pulled the Ignite, which is pretty good for him.
The Ignite?
Oh, not the Ignite, I'm sorry. Oh, whatever. We're just going to move on.
I actually have no idea what you're referring to at this point.
I don't know what I'm referring to either.
But, Sentai Sage with the return gank onto Yuna. X-Titus, but he's blocked by minions. Yuna looking for the sidestep, doesn't get it, but he will not go down. He's got enough tankiness with the help of that scrap shield. Sentai Sage paying a lot of attention top lane. And that's kind of what you want to do in general. Rumble will generally push the lane, so you want to kind of punish him for that. He's a very immobile champion as well. Super Loop about to get executed in the enemy jungle trying to punish Yuna X-Titus. Or sorry, Sentai Sage rather.
Wolves, though. But that was a close one. The knockup gave her enough time, set up the W to kill the wolves and not die there.
Hope that she doesn't get caught by the Sonic Wave from Sentai Sage. Will get the recall up, but Salgai going in onto Falso will knock him up. Gets his own Thunderlord's proc. Mr. Kane getting Flame Spat. Flame Spat.
Flame Spat. A few patches ago, Riven's animation cancels were changed.
Yeah, so it's easier.
It is
Mr.
easier,
Kane
but it's
gonna get jumped on by Mr. Kane. Courage of the Colossus not enough. Mr. Kane flashes away, but Yuna X-Titus is gonna have the Flame Spitter here pretty soon, and he overheats and gets him. It's a quick solo kill. 32 CS to 16 now, plus that kill. Yuna X-Titus in a very comfortable position. Oh, but Sentai Sage ganking onto Tall Guy, but here comes Super Lupa. There's the Slicing Maelstrom, stuns him up. He jumps in onto him. Sentai Sage gonna get stunned up. It will be the Wind Slash to pick it up, and Tall Guy flashes for the knockup. The barrier bopped out by Falso. He's not under tower, but Tall Guy takes the auto attack, and Falso gets a kill back. Beerus gonna get stunned up by Courage of the Colossus here, not Courage, but Concussive Blows. Twister Incarnate will stun him up, but he will go down as well. Beerus picks up a kill. Now they're looking for a Mudcrab Merchant. He's got no flash. He can't get over the wall. Beerus will just slowly chase him down after the hook. Tom picks him up a double.
So what you really want to be doing with Riven is weaving auto attacks in between abilities. I'd like to see Tall Guy do more of that. Getting the knockup is very important for setting up for the Sejuani there. But after you're already chasing the Kitten, he's used his E and his spells, his ult is down. You really want to be autoing him, and before you finish the last Q.
Yeah, you're right. But sometimes, and when you're really good at Riven, then you're able to do that very seamlessly. But unfortunately, I don't think Tall Guy is as well versed on Riven as some of the players that we're used to seeing play the champion. So he might just be looking to guarantee that CC as opposed to maximizing his damage.
When you're in the moment, it's really easy to get carried away and just smash your
Super Lupa, very dangerous, but he will secure that red buff, gets the stun off.
Sejuani, she does have her tracker's knife, but it looks like he is going to finish the Cinder Hulk this time, hopefully.
Well, we don't know. Just off of the Ruby Crystal, I said have hopefully. No way. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Kane taking a lot of damage from Yuna X-Titus.
Hex Drinker already done on Riven is going to help a lot against Kinnan. AP Kinnan with the Hex Deck Revolvers, pretty standard.
Yeah, building into that
Lucian
Proto Belt.
Building into Bork here. And Caitlyn came back with a Cull.
Oh, another Death Sentence going to land Unbreakable. Goes up, so Beerus can't put down any too much damage. Toast Incarnate taking a lot of damage. But Beerus, Exhaust goes down onto both ADCs. Summoner Heal comes out. Beerus stunned up by the Concussive Blows, but he's still putting out damage. Tom trying to look for something, but he can't find any more. Oh, but Sentai Sage, ooh, a good jump over with the kick onto Tall Guy right into the Slicing Maelstrom. He will be going down. Nice gank by Sentai Sage.
Yeah, it was well placed. Coming over from the Raptor Pit is really good on Lee Sin because it allows you to just, kick the laner into the team, especially when you're with a Kinnan who can just lock them down afterwards. It was very well played.
Yeah, and Sentai Sage doing a really nice job. He's got his Tracker's Knife. He's laid down all the wards he can into the enemy side, red jungle. Just a really nice gank. Oh, Super Lupa throws out the Glacial Prison. Yuna X-Titus pops the Equalizer on top of it. They keep him on it, but he flashes out. Yuna X-Titus will flash with the Flame Spitter. Electro Harpoon misses, but it doesn't matter. Super Lupa will tank it up, and they pick up a nice kill on the roam.
Equalizer's range is really long. I'm surprised he waited that long to use it.
Yeah.
It'd be better to use it as the Sejuani ult is flying.
Yeah,
so
but Toast Incarnate, they both get double flayed. There's a good Glacial Fissure, but it doesn't catch Beerus. Toast Incarnate, they're trying to stand in between him so that they can't get too much damage, but the culling comes out. He calls down Mudcrab Merchant. And another kill goes over to the AD carry of the Fun Buns.
So it looks like this is going to be a repeat of their last game. You know, it's going to be a pretty heavy stomp in favor of Team Fun Buns here. But if the Kennen can get really powerful, you know, if the Lee Sin sets up another gank, if he gets to come back, get some items, he might be able to turn it around if they get one good team fight with his ult off.
Yeah, I mean, just across the board, well, I guess not across the board. Tall Guy has given up a couple kills. He's down 13 CS in the mid lane. But in top and bottom lane, Fun Buns are just winning really hard.
Yeah, Rumble up a lot of CS, 30 to... Lee Sin is up about 24.
Yeah, and a lot of that can be attributed to just, partially Sejuani being bad clearing, but he's also put a lot more emphasis on ganking, and some of them haven't been very successful, which means he's falling behind on XP, he's falling behind on farm. Sentai Sage doesn't want to go in onto Unix Titus by himself.
A lot of damage, or a lot of kills stacked up on Lucian here. They've done a great job of, you know, pressuring the bot lane, getting 2 kills on each of them.
And, hold on a second. Mudcrab Merchant might have come a little bit too far forward for that ward. He's taken about half of his HP. Toasting Carnage now getting jumped on. Super Lupa has found Sentai Sage, who doesn't get the hop away. He's going to get interrupted by the Arctic Assault. Super Lupa actually just getting ready to focus him down. He will get kicked away.
Sejuani really outputted a lot of damage there. I didn't think I'd see that from her, but I guess Lee Sin isn't the tankiest champion right now.
Well, Super Lupa, good stun into the wall, but Unix Titus not taking a lot of damage. He's 2 levels up on Mr. Kane. He's going to throw down the Equalizer, chase him away, knocks him up with the Keeper's Verdict. Unix Titus still burning him down, but he's overheated. He can't continue the chase. Super Lupa actually used his Slicing Maelstrom, missed it onto the Kennen. Oh, and Tall Guy going to aggress onto him now, but he's not got the advantage here.
I think it's hard for Riven to deal with Kennen, you know, straight up, you know, just go into him because he's so fast, and if you get onto him with your QE, obviously.
Oh, good flag. Interrupts the stand behind me. Mudcrab Merchant throws out the Glacial Fissure, but it's not going to matter. One more auto attack, throws out the Culling. Toast Incarnate taking a lot of damage, but he will stun him up with the concussive blows, but not before losing his support.
I'd like to see their bot lane play more safe. They're behind a lot already, and they can just wait for their wave to be pushed into the tower. They don't need to be that close.
Yeah, Beerus and TomTom are not freezing the wave at all. They're just shoving it in, so they really can just continue to play safe under their tower. But Unix Titus now getting ganked by Sentai Sage. He does have Flash, but he doesn't have Kick. Throws out the Wind Slash just to clear a wave.
Well, he probably used it earlier while the camera was pan top, and, you know, went in, the Kennen probably disengaged, and he's just using it before it goes away. That's what I hope, at least. Caitlyn does have her BF sword now, but Lucian is going to finish his Bork on this back here.
He's got 26 CS the lead and 5 kills. They get tower first blood. Oh, the Flash Flay lands on the Toast Incarnate, but Mudcrab Merchant blocking up with the Unbreakable, but they pull him away with the Death Sentence. Beerus flashes forward for it. Toast Incarnate will go down, and he gets him. There's Mr. Kane stunning up Unix Titus under tower, but they get him. Sentai Sage will secure that kill with the Mr. Kane rather will get it with the help of Sentai Sage. Now Super Lupa running for his life. Sonic Wave's gonna land with the Resonating Strike, throws out the W just to make sure he can't chase, but there's another stun. Sentai Sage ward hops forward, and it will be another couple kills for the Trash Cans.
And we didn't really get to see what happened initially there, but Lee Sin probably came in from behind, kicked the Rumble into the Poppy. Poppy stunned him into the wall,
Guy trying to look for the kills up in the top. Tall Guy not going to have it. They use the Steadfast Presence to ward him away. Beerus and TomTom now stealing away the blue buff as they see Sentai Sage in the top lane. They've got Fausel on the way up to try and possibly
reset,
deal.
Actually.
Oh, no.
Reset, they had to take it again. You know, let's give them enough time. They would have rather backed here so they can go mid, you know, afterwards, push down that tower while top lane is still, you know, being pressured by Lee Sin. I'm not really sure what Lee Sin's still doing up here. I guess the Riven's been chasing them down. But they're just
who knows, but Tall Guy now is in a 1v3 situation. They're burning away on the Equalizer. The Flash forward for the Flame Spitter. They throw out the Glacial Prison. Doesn't stun up anyone, but slows them all up. Mr. Kane is so low. Mr. Titus is going to chase him down, shuts him down with a Flame Spitter. Fausel now in trouble. TomTom lands a hook onto the Raptors, but it's not going to matter. Fausel will go down. Super Luba picks up that one. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of Team Fun Buns.
It was really dangerous for them to go for that. Sure, they cut out Riven, but they had been up there a long time. They should have expected someone to roam up there to collapse on them at that point. You know, it would have been better to disengage. You successfully ganked the Rumble. You know, you killed the Sejuani. After you do that, you can just back off. You can go back, spend your gold that you have, and then First tower is going to go down, though.
Actually, they already got it in the bottom lane.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Second tower in favor of...
Did we not mention it at all?
I did.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was immediately followed by a dive onto Caitlyn and Braum, so we kind of might have gotten a little bit overshadowed.
Yeah.
But now Rift Herald is going to be started up by the Fun Buns. Press E, press E, press E. You got a lot of percent health damage. Press E, Super Lupa. Press E! Hello! There it is. He smites it early. They will secure it, and they get a hook onto Mr. Kane. Good double flame. The box will slow them all up. Mr. Kane now getting focused down. Good Glacial Fissure. They get a big curve to the Colossus Shield, and here comes the rest of the trash can. Vassal looking for it. He does not have the Slicing Maelstrom, but they will get Tom Tom as the first kill of the fight. Yuna burns down Mudcrab Merchant, and Mr. Kane might follow. They're trying to do damage. Toast Incarnate gets the headshot, but it's not going to be enough. Here, Tall Guy with a teleport. Vassal will not secure any kills. Tom Tom the only one to go down for the Fun Buns. Now Toast Incarnate gets slowed up by Super Lupa. They stun him up. It's a triple kill for Beerus.
This is a great time to use the Rift Herald they just got. You know, you can clear the minions mid, pop the Rift Herald. You're definitely going to get that first tower at least.
Yeah. They get the ace off of the Rift Herald, and now they're going to pop it down, push down onto that second tier bot tower, surely. Actually, no, because
it looks like
Tall Guy has it. Why isn't Tall Guy using it bot then?
I am not sure. But I would rather see it use top or later on. If they all go group somewhere, you have Tall Guy being able to go top lane, drop the Rift Herald, take the tower. But it looks like...
Yeah, Tall Guy really should have used it bottom there because he was by himself, and now he's getting collapsed on by all the members of the trash can. He's going to flash over the wall right into the waiting arms of Sentai Sage, who will land the Sonic Wave. Ace in the hole, not going to be enough. They've got one more. Sentai Sage jumps forward for the last auto attack.
It probably wouldn't have done anything, but with Riven's last Q there, you really wanted to jump that wall into the Wolf Pit because your teammate was right there waiting for you. I believe it was Thresh. Or, no, it was the Sejuani. The Sejuani was over there waiting for him to, go over the wall with the last Q. Even if Lee Sin had followed, Sejuani had enough peel that he probably would have survived going over the wall.
And now they've got 3 members of Fun Buns stacked in the mid lane, getting ready for the oncoming push, but it will be the Cloud Drake, the focus of the trash cans. Unix side shoves into the top lane, wants to back away before it gets collapsed on. Mr. Kane is up here trying to clear out the wave. The rest of the trash can still on the bottom side of the map. They want to get this Cloud Drake, but they're not taking it particularly fast. Tom Tom is here. He's going to look for the Flay. Flays them back. Double Flay comes in. He's going to land the Death Sentence after the kick. Lands it on the Sentai Stage. Summoning Hill comes out to keep him safe. There's Mudcrab Merchant blocking up all of Beerus' damage. Chosen Incarnate auto-attacking for free, but they're not doing a whole lot of damage. Chosen Incarnate doesn't even have his Infinity Edge. Sentai Stage lands the Sonic Wave. He's going to dodge away. Smite goes down early. It's secured by Beerus for the Fun Buns. It calls him down. There's another kill. Toast Incarnate slows him up with the box. They get him, and it's going to be Super Lupa on a killing spree. Sentai Stage jumping away onto the Gromp over the backside, but Beerus gets a double on the side. Mr. Kane now in trouble, slowed up by the W from Super Lupa. Is going to Courage with the Colossus Shield, gets him. Summon it, the Rift Herald in the bottom lane now. The Equalizer burning away Mr. Kane. He has to run the other way now because he got Death Sentence in. Beerus walking around the other side. Mr. Kane still running for his life, but they get a tower in the bottom lane. Mr. Kane jumping onto the Rift Scuttler. He's running, but Unix will get him with the Electro Harpoon.
That was a good harpoon. Tom did a really great job of hooking that Caitlyn, hooking the priority targets in these fights.
Yeah, but Fausel, he's chasing down Tall Guy, but here comes Super Lupa. Glacial Prison not available.
And they're going to sacrifice the Rift Herald here. I really would have liked to see Tall Guy use it even mid lane there rather than the tower that was already almost dead bot lane.
If he wanted to use it, he should have used it bottom lane earlier, or this time he should have used it top mid lane because the bot lane tower is already basically dead. It's kind of a waste.
And then you have to back off because their team is respawning. Spawn timers are still low, and they're just going to respawn and take your Rift Herald down. It's not easy to. It is easy to kill after it's hit a tower.
Yeah.
It's about half health, or that in that case it would be 3/4 or so.
But Beerus finishes off his Blade of the Rune King and the Black Cleaver. He's 11-0-2. He's very strong right now. Infinity Edge is the only item finished off for Toast Incarnate. Tom McGee moving forward. There's Beerus to back him up. They want to fight for this big raptor. Tall Guy gets the Sonic Wave from Sentai Sage, who will go in, but just jumps out, jukes away from Tall Guy's stun. A little bit of styling on him.
Poppy has a lot of component items too, but in this game, especially when the Lucian is so far ahead, Bramble Vest would have been a pretty good investment.
Yeah, probably.
Earlier.
Oh, there's the Death Sentence lands onto Mr. Kane, but Mudcrab Merchant is here. Yeah, with the Blade of the Rune King, he's getting a lot of sustain, so Bramble Vest would actually be a very good item against him. And Mr. Kane, he's going to land the stun, but not quite onto Supalupa. They are throwing down some damage, but Beerus is shredding through them. Good Glacial Fissure knocks up two. Supalupa throws out the Glacial Prison and stuns him up, but Falzel in the backline, but he gets exhausted by TomTom. Excellent job. There's a good equalizer in the backline, zoning them all away. Mr. Kane will go down. It's a triple kill for Beerus. Send a Sage off the side.
And again, this just goes to show you how much, like, playing with the other players a lot and teamwork.
Oh, that's a really good kick from Sentai Sage. It's not going to be enough. Tall Guy will go down, but they traded away Sentai Sage and Toast Incarnate in the end for that one. It's a ace for the Fun Buns.
And again, Team Trash Cans is a pickup team, so, you know, they haven't played together. And this goes to show you how important that is. Even if the skill levels were closer, their ranks are a bit further down than Team Fun Buns, it still would have been just as brutal because they don't have that, you know, the communication.
Oh
they don't know
another Death Sense from Mudcrab Merchant. He catches that one. They knock away Supalupa. Mudcrab Merchant will get out of there. Mr. Kane stuns up Beerus under the tower. Unix Titus is 1 out away from death, but he will not go down. They can't close out the kill.
They did a good job of disengaging there. You know, they had Sejuani come in, you know, kind of run it back. So they'd allowed the Rumble and Lucian to get out of there. It was well done.
Yeah, Mr. Kane did a really good job. He knocked out Supalupa and then he barreled Beerus into the wall. A really good job keeping his support alive. Falso going to try and clear out this wave in the top lane. They've got an open inhib in the mid lane ready and waiting for them.
What do you think the best chance Trash Can has to come back here?
Really, they're so far behind at this point. Even if they got the perfect team fight, which is the best thing they can do with a Kennen. Even if they got the perfect team fight, they would have to do it after a long time of stalling with farm.
All right, and that goes back into what they told us before the stream.
Mr. Kane jumping in onto Beerus. There's comes Supalupa. Mr. Kane dodges away from the Death Sentence. He's running around the backside, but he gets caught by the Arctic Assault. Flayed over the side. Did he flash that wall, or did he get flayed over?
He got flayed over.
I didn't even know you could flay people over walls.
When the walls are that small, the displacement is enough.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, Unix Titus taking away the control ward in the back side of the pit. Fun Buns getting ready to start up on this Baron, but all the members excluding Mr. Kane are alive on the side of Trash Cans. They might go for this one. Death Sentence is going to land onto Falso. Falso wants to get in. He has Flash and the Slicing Maelstrom available, and that's very dangerous. Mudcrab Merchant is in the middle of the enemy team. Threw it on the Glacial Fissure. Good! Glacial Prison Equalizer stack combo! They burn them down! Supalupa's unstoppable double kill. Toast Incarnate picked up by Tall Guy with a Wind Slash, and that might be it. Mr. Kane just respawning and realizing his team has died without him.
I don't know what Mudcrab was trying to do there. He was in the middle of all of them. He just walked into them while his team was sitting back.
Yeah, I think he was moving forward, started backing away when he saw his team away, but he got caught. TomTom exhaust down into Mr. Kane, catches an easy Death Sentence, but they knock him up with a Steadfast Presence and the Keeper's Verdict. Mr. Kane stunned up by Supalupa. They can flay him back. He's still very tanky. He stuns up TomTom under the tower. He's going to Death Sentence him up again. He might die to tower. Gets the Dark Passage and the good shield. He will stay alive, and Mr. Kane going very low. Mudcrab Merchant will block it up with the Unbreakable. Here comes Sentai Sage over the side. Falso has both his Flash and his ultimate still. He died before he could use either. Unix Titus catches the Sonic Wave. They're going to back away after getting the inhib.
Yeah, Lee Sin could have gone for the flashy play there. He could have gone in Ward Hop, kicked them through the team. But I don't think there was enough follow-up, so he made a good decision in not going in there.
Oh, but he got caught by the Death Sentence! Courage of the Colossus for the Arctic Assault. He's going to back himself away, but here comes Beerus off the side. He's going to get exhausted. He's separated. Tall Guy getting jumped on. Mr. Kane, they throw out Beerus, and Slicing Maelstrom not used effectively at all. I think he failed to slash over the wall. Sentai Sage not able to close the kill on TomTom because Beerus goes legendary. Mr. Kane getting focused down on the other side. Toast Incarnate was soloed by Tall Guy, who will get another one on the Mudcrab Merchant. Double kill in the backside.
Yeah, failing the Kitten Flash over the wall isn't what you want to see after using Slicing Maelstrom while no one is around you.
Yeah, that was definitely not what he meant to do.
Questionable. Definitely questionable. It looks like we are going to see the game closed out here, though.
The Fun Buns getting ready to close out the game here. The Nexus Tower is the focus. They've got very low health bars, but they know Falzel has no summoner or ultimate, and they're going to lock him up and burn him down! Equalizer, Unix Titus picks up another one for himself. It's the ace! And they're going to focus down the second Nexus tower. They're going to use the Zanya's. Unix Titus keeps himself alive as Sentai Sage is focused down. Toast Incarnate's here. They're going to try and get the Nexus. Mr. Kane is going to be the focus, actually. Tall Guy taking some free autos. Tom Dum will finally go down to Mr. Kane in the backside, but it will be the Nexus going down. Fun Buns will take the first game of the series.
Very dominant performance here by Fun Bun, which is expected. They're the second seed of this tournament, the Plat Cap tournament. They did a great job pressuring their opponents, especially in individual lanes.
Yeah. Just a lot of 2v2 outplays in the bottom lane. And then they got some good games from Sentai Sage into both top and mid, but unable to capitalize on it. Falsold having no wave clear, just couldn't deal with the constant pressure, and then they dove. Supalupa able to lock him up with his inherent tankiness on Sejuani. So yeah, just a really systematic game. 21-0-7 for Beerus.
Perfect game.